to the door! Put your hands up now!
Officer Smith yelled a couple of more times, and then Darren Munoz appeared.
Hello? What's going on here?
Sorry?
What's going on here? We just got a call that somebody's trying to burglarize the house, and I'm making announcements. Can hear somebody inside, but you're not responding to me.
I just got up.
You just woke up? Is your front door and garage door usually open?
No.
Okay. Are you the only one here?
No.
Come to the door. Put your hands up now. That's Officer Smith of the Clovis Police Department, issuing commands into a dark house at 5 in the morning on December 15th, 2025. The 911 caller had reported a burglary in progress. The garage door was standing wide open. The front door was unsecured. Every indicator suggested an intruder was inside. But the call didn't come from a neighbor. It came from inside the house. A 19-year-old named Darren Munoz had dialed 911 on his own parents. And when officers arrived, they found Darren emerging from the hallway, rubbing his eyes, claiming he had just woken up. His parents, he said, were still asleep in their bedroom. That moment is the keystone of this entire case. A son standing in a doorway, pretending not to know that the garage door behind him had been deliberately left open like an unzipped body bag, waiting for a killer to walk through it. Before we go deeper into what the documents actually show, make sure you're subscribed to Courtroom Verdict Vault, because we don't just cover the story, we follow the evidence. The officers didn't know any of that yet. They only knew what Darren told them. His parents were asleep. Everything was fine. He was just scared. Officer Smith asked Darren to go wake them up. Darren hesitated. He mentioned they didn't sleep with clothes on.
No, my parents are here.
Your parents are here? Where are they at?
Sleep.
They're asleep? Okay. Well, we just got a call that somebody was trying to burglarize the house, and the front or the garage door and this door are wide open. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Does that make sense? I'm not trying to scare you or anything.
I got it.
I got you?
That scared me.
I got you. Is your parents in their room?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are they sleeping?
Yeah, where my room is right there. They're down the hall.
I got you. 2650, just 49. I got contact with a resident that stated that they were asleep. I'm going to attempt to make contact with the homeowners. All right, let's go talk to your parents.
You want me to wake them up first? Or?
I mean, if they're not up, yeah, I'd like to wake them up because, like I said, we got a call for a burglary in progress.
You want to wait here? I don't think they don't sleep with clothes on. So.
He asked if he should go in first. Every question from law enforcement was met with a small delay, a half-beat of resistance, the kind of friction that detectives later recognize as the sound of a story being assembled in real time.
To the police station.
Well, let's start over. What did you guys do yesterday?
They weren't home. They were out of town.
Okay.
And I can't think. I don't know what it's called. San Antonio.
They went to San Antonio. Were you gone all weekend?
Yes.
Okay. When did you stay by yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
When did they leave?
Friday. Thursday.
And then they got back yesterday?
Yes. No, today.
Oh.
Sunday.
Sunday. Okay.
Sunday.
Yeah. So today's Monday.
Sunday.
So Sunday night, would you say?
Yeah.
Or okay.
During the day.
Oh, during the day. Okay.
7 o'clock.
And everything, I mean, do you have a pretty decent relationship with your parents?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And your stepmom, you get along with her pretty good?
Then the bedroom door opened, and the thin fiction Darren had constructed collapsed in an instant. Blood was pooling. Two bodies lay motionless.
Blood. 2650, send me in, we got a pool of blood. Stay outside.
In the back.
Where?
Back.
Back? Stay outside. 2650, tell them to step it up. Looks like a possible GSW to a female or a male.
This scene is horrific. Help is needed immediately for the two gunshot
Oscar
victims.
Munoz, 58 years old, and his wife Dena had been shot in the head while they slept. The responding officer's voice crackled over the radio with the kind of urgency that flattens all emotion into pure procedure. Possible GSW to a female or a male. Tell them to step it up. The scene was not a burglary interrupted. It was an execution completed. He tried to broker a deal. That's the phrase that echoes through the interview rooms, through the search warrants, through the text messages extracted from cell phones. He tried to broker a deal. Darren Munoz wanted his parents dead.
And you remember what else was discussed? Other than Darren pretty much wanted them gone, and Julio offered to do it for money.
And he had been shopping for a triggerman for 2 months. The price, according to court records, oscillated between a few $100s and a few $100,000, a sum so absurd given Darren's bi-weekly paycheck of roughly $800 that it sounded like a teenager negotiating a video game transaction rather than a double homicide.
So I overheard a conversation of them was Darren saying that if he didn't shoot his dad, that he was going to cut his brakes to his truck. And then eventually he would just keep driving, smack into something, die of a heart attack because he's fat. That's literally what he said. Mm-hmm. And then he said that he could have Vincent go in, and then while his dad's asleep, and then there would just be a silenced death. Okay. And I mean, I was just like I always take it as a joke because, like I said, Darren would always say things, but he would never do it. And, he's never really, been, harmful to people, you know what I mean?
But the offer was real. He tried to broker a deal. The person he approached was his friend Julio Zamora. And Julio said no. That's what makes the next part of this case read less like a standard criminal complaint and more like a psychological autopsy of coercion. Julio told detectives he declined the money.
Talk to all those people, and we already know about this plan, okay? And they've thrown you under the bus, pretty much. So at this point, I mean, there's...
You talked about, stuff like that, but...
Stuff like what?
Stuff like wanting to do stuff. I really don't really know much about it, but he was talking about wanting to do different things.
We know everything at this point.
Yeah, and I really wasn't really much into it. I'm like, that's a bad idea because I'm not that type of guy. Yes, I love my guns, but I'm not that type of guy.
And what did he ask you guys to do?
He asked us to do him a favor.
Which is?
Kill somebody. I'm like, I'm not doing that because I'm not a killer myself. I don't have the guts to encourage to do that.
Kill who?
Kill his parents, I guess. I don't know.
You know, man. Just be straight up.
He told us he wanted us to kill his parents. I'm like, I'm not doing that because that's not something I would do.
He said he wasn't a killer. He said he didn't have the guts. He told them, quote, go throw my life away in a drain.
Kill his parents.
He was trying to offer me money, but I don't remember how much. He offered me something and I just declined him.
He was talking like $100, $1,000,
Few hundred.
Few $100,
Few 100,000.
Few 100,000. Where's he gonna get that money from?
I don't know. That's why I'm like, no, because he has a job. He really makes maybe $800 every 2 weeks. So I'm like, I don't know. No, I'm not doing that. Even for that much money, I wouldn't do that. It goes throw my life away in the drain.
So he did try to broker a deal with you to kill his parents.
Yeah, he tried.
And you said no.
Those were his words.
Yes, ma'am.
And yet, at 5 o'clock in the morning of December 15th, Julio Zamora walked through that open garage door holding a gun.
His parents are dead?
Don't.
No, I promise you, I don't know anything about it.
No, I don't play dumb with us at this point, okay?
I knew he was talking about it, but I didn't know his parents were dead.
Yeah. And he's here. And he told us your part. So we just want to know when he asked you to do this, how he asked you to do this, and whether you just kind of went along with it, or did he orchestrate this whole thing?
What do you mean, went along with it? If I went along with it, just act like I was cool with it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I really didn't say much about it. I mean, it's his idea, and it's not my idea. It was his choice. I didn't do anything really much about it. I just kind of blew it off.
How did he say it should happen?
He tried to say, how it should happen is we break it, well, one of us break in and all this stuff, and just do it, and then try to rob stuff and everything like that, and then make it look like a whole big accident, coincidental. Like,
Here's the question that transforms this from a true crime documentary into something closer to a thriller. What flips the switch in a man who says no for 2 months, who claims he has no stomach for murder, who stares at his own reflection and insists he is not that type of guy, and then, in the space of a single night, becomes exactly what he swore he wasn't? The answer, buried in the interrogation transcripts from the Clovis Police Department, is fear. Not fear of consequences, not fear of prison, fear of Darren. Julio told detectives that Darren had threatened him. Quote, "He said he would kill me if I didn't do anything."
Darren, I think there is another thing, because Darren, he also said that he would kill me if I didn't do anything.
So you were scared?
Yes, that's really what it was too. I was scared because I didn't want to.
Did you see him this morning at all?
No.
No? Do you know he called 911?
No.
That single sentence changes the legal architecture of this case. It transforms Julio from a willing accomplice into a man standing in a dark garage, pressing a gun against his own head for 10 minutes, debating whether to follow through or whether to run, paralyzed between two deaths, his own or the two people sleeping in the next room.
Honestly, in my opinion, I should have never did anything. I should have just walked off.
I understand that.
I was there for a good 10, 15 minutes.
Can you tell us what happened when you were in there?
I held the gun against my own head, debating it, because I didn't want to do anything. I was scared.
Was Darren up?
I don't know. I don't know if he was up or not.
So you had so whenever you're walking up to the garage, we hear you get it ready, pretty much. And did you know where to go?
No, man.
So how did you find your way?
I was looking around and I heard people. I heard them and I'm like, I was still looking around for a second. And after I heard them, I walked in there and I was in there for like 10 minutes. Didn't know what to do. I was going to run off and just leave it alone.
Did you end up doing it?
He tried to broker a deal. The prosecution's theory is straightforward. Darren Munoz was the architect. He planned the murders. He recruited the shooters. He opened the garage door. He staged the 911 call, and he played the role of the bewildered son when officers arrived. The state of New Mexico has charged him with conspiracy to commit murder, solicitation of murder, and 2 counts of first-degree murder. Julio Zamora faces 2 counts of first-degree murder and conspiracy. Both men have entered pleas of not guilty. Their trials are scheduled for 2027, Julio in June, Darren in January. But the evidence trail doesn't end with the 2 defendants. A third name surfaces repeatedly in the investigative files. Vincent, another friend, another person who, according to witness statements, volunteered to do it if Julio wouldn't. The full scope of the conspiracy may not yet be public. The full weight of the evidence may not yet be tested before a jury. Here's the refrain that stitches every exhibit together. He said he would kill me if I didn't do anything. Julio spoke those words to detectives in a small interview room, wearing the exhaustion of a 19-year-old who had just walked miles through the cold after firing bullets into 2 sleeping people. He said he felt guilty. He said he wanted to kill himself. He said he held the gun to his own head before he ever pointed it at Oscar and Dena Munoz.
I wanted to kill myself. That's what I was thinking.
Was the gun that was found in the car with you the gun that you used?
Yes, sir.
Have you talked to Darren since?
No, sir.
None of that is a legal defense. It doesn't undo what happened in that bedroom, but it is evidence, sworn, recorded, and now part of the public record, that the line between perpetrator and pawn in this case is thinner than the criminal complaint suggests. The question for the jury won't just be who pulled the trigger. It will be who turned a teenager into a weapon, and whether the fear of being killed yourself is enough to explain why you didn't walk away when you still had the chance. There's one document I want you to read yourself. The search warrant affidavits filed in Curry County contain the text message exchanges, the witness interviews, and the timeline of the 2 months leading up to the murders. They are publicly available through the New Mexico court system. I've linked the case number in the description. Read the messages between Darren and Julio. Read the witness statements from the two young women who overheard the planning. Then come back to the comments and answer this. Was Julio Zamora a killer by choice, or was he the first victim of a conspiracy that just happened to end with 2 other people dead? The evidence is waiting. Thank you for watching Courtroom Verdict Vault. If you want to follow both trials as they develop through 2027, like this video, share it with someone who follows legal analysis, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications.
No.
Detectives also photograph Julio to document any potential evidence. Darren Munoz is charged with conspiracy to commit murder, solicitation of murder, and 2 counts of first-degree murder. His friend Julio Zamora faces 2 counts of first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit murder. Both have pleaded not guilty to the charges. Julio's trial is set for June of 2027, and Darren's trial is scheduled to begin in January of 2027. So we'll keep an eye on this and let you know what happens. That's it for this episode of Crime Fix. I'm Anjanette Levy. Thanks so much for being with me.